What's up, guys? This is Coach Drew. So excited to talk to you today. Thank you for joining me on this 15-minute video. It's easy for me to talk for an hour versus 15 minutes, so I'm going to try and keep this as straightforward and concise as I possibly can. So good luck to me. Why are you here? We have been working with some of the top professionals in the industry to make some serious improvements to the overall quality of our business and essentially just our training experience that we are providing for everyone. Very excited, and we are making some serious upgrades. So why are we making this happen? What exactly is happening? How it ultimately affects you? I'm going to go over. If you can stick with me for the next 15 minutes, you're going to be super thrilled and excited about what we have to offer. So why are we doing this? What's up, man? Like, why now? What's going on? Well, change is a good thing, right? The only thing constant is change, and we want to make sure that we integrate some of the newest technology to improve the results of our clients. We want to make sure that we provide a training experience that ultimately allows everyone to flourish in a really fun community. And we've also just making sure that we're paying attention. Like, we've been listening to you guys, and what we've been hearing is, people want to train more, but it's just people just can't afford it. People aren't being able to get into the classes that they would like. Either because there's not enough coaches, or there's too many people already for that specific hour. The 4-to-1 semi-private ratio that we tried has been challenging, so we need to move forward from that. There's been some inconsistencies overall in several different areas, in the training experience, in the scheduling of sessions, and then also being able to make sure that we can track our progress consistently as well. And we've been hearing all of that from you guys, and we want to make sure that we feel like you guys are heard, and you see that we are making moves to provide answers to all those things, because we really do care about all of you individually, but also we want to be the best that we possibly can be. So it's like within our nature to make sure that we are always trying to improve what we're providing for you guys. And so hearing what you guys have to say, and then also being able to stick to our principles, Mr. Belding style, we want to make sure that we can combine those two things. And just to remind you guys, and I can talk about this shit for hours, this is what I get really excited about, but the why, what we believe in, what's the purpose for us existing in the first place. And we want to be able to be a place where people feel empowered, educated, inspired to become the happiest, healthiest, and strongest version of themselves. And we believe that just by practicing some fundamental things consistently on a daily basis, we can become the happiest, healthiest, strongest people we possibly can. And that is also, that's cultivated with a growth mindset, being able to breathe, being able to recognize challenge and failure as growth opportunities, lean into resistance. When times get tough, the tough get going, right? And it's not just because it's sheer adrenaline based, it's because they're taking an even keel, relaxed approach to their challenges when they arise, because shit's going to happen, right? And how are we going to respond? Eating. You can't out-train a poor diet. Training smart. I'm going to talk a little bit more in detail about what that means specifically for us, because yes, we are a gym. Prioritizing recovery. It's not all yang, folks. You need some yin. And it's not that necessarily we are overworked, it's just that we are under-recovered, so we got to prioritize that. So that is what we believe in, those 4 qualities to be able to accomplish transformation, but most importantly, that's being done in a community where there's healthy accountability and encouragement, and being able to unite with one another towards a common goal of becoming awesome. Now, again, just to kind of reframe exactly that pyramid of that hierarchy of needs in regards to transformation. You guys have probably seen this before. This is something that we really try and make sure that we constantly communicate and educate our people with. So all those things, because they are fundamental, can't be done 1 to 2 times a week. And our price points right now only allow for people to get in 1 to 2 times a week. So this is a 25/8. Forget 24/7. This is a lifestyle thing. This stuff needs to happen daily. And we want to be a place where people can come to daily to help fill this happy, healthy, strong pursuit of theirs. Now, when talking about training, I can talk about this is what I love. I've been doing this for 10 plus years professionally, and for ultimately for a, I've said ultimately like 20 times, I realize that, I'm sorry, my filler word for this presentation for some reason. When providing a legit strength training session, or training session for that matter, four qualities need to be present in order for it to be considered smart training. And not just smart training, but like really solid, serious, this is professional level quality training. And there needs to be a priority on making sure that we are long, strong, lean, and making sure that the shit that we are doing is measurable. How are we tracking our progress? How are we getting better? Now, long, right? I'm talking mobility and flexibility. Can we get into position? Can we make sure that we are flexible enough to not possibly hurt ourselves just with basic movements? And strong. You gotta be strong. It's not just one or the other. It's not all yin and it's not all yang. It's not all long, it's not all strong. You gotta have a balance of both. You gotta be mobile and you gotta be strong and stable and being able to own your position. I'm not just talking about moving 1 rep max heavy weight. I'm talking about feeling confident in your body, knowing that if you get in a bind, you can get out of it because you trust yourself, because you have developed with consistent practice some basic level of strength. You have some basic level of length in your tissue as well to accommodate that strength. Now, lean. You can be mobile, you can be big, but if your heart isn't in shape, then what's the point, honestly? Because you can't get from A to B without panting and falling over. So you need to make sure you prioritize training that also has an element of either aerobic or anaerobic capacity to it. Measurable. How do you know if you're getting better? How are you tracking it? Are you just showing up and doing some random shit? Or do you know that every single time you come into the gym, you're getting a little bit better and you have a way to track it? How do you know if you're doing that? There's tons of different ways to do it, but we want to make sure that a solid strength training session has all of these things. Sure, sometimes you just want to go and get a workout and not worry about it. That's cool, and we have classes for that too. But when we're talking about really making sure that we are focusing on creating a program that allows people to see, I started here and I ended here. Wow, that's amazing progress, and I feel fucking awesome. This is what needs to be present. And if we can do that in a group, in a team setting, like uniting together, and this is my idealized version of what impact could be for people. But you come together, it's like, damn, all right, we're trying to be happy, healthy, and strong. I got my goal, you got your goal, you're trying to drop 50 pounds, and I'm trying to put on 20 pounds of muscle, but through this program that we created, we can accomplish both goals, right? I mean, I feel very strongly about what we're creating, and it's fun just doing that with someone who's struggling right next to you. Like when you reflect back on the times that were like, God, that was fun and I missed that. It's like so much of the time that period of your life actually sucked. Like, when I reflect on football practices, I miss football. I miss having that at the end of the day, looking at your dude next to you like, dude, that sucked. And then like laughing. And you smile looking back on that. And that's what I want this training experience to be like. Damn, this is hard. But at the end of the day, you're so thankful that you're able to do it. Okay, Drew, get off your fucking soapbox. What exactly is happening? Well, here's the deal. This is a basic rundown of what we're going to be moving towards, and this is stuff again that we've been working on for a long time. We have a little bit more detail that I'm going to break into about each one of these services. And if you did receive that email with the attachment, this is all available. You can print it out or open it up as well. We're going to have new membership options, and it's going to be more large group and small group focused. We want to make it more affordable. We've been consulting with people all across the country about this model, different ideas, best practices, and we think that we really have created something that is going to be really awesome. And again, reflecting back on what I was talking about and making sure that we stick to our principles, but also we've been listening. This is our brainchild, something that we're really excited to break out to you guys, and we've been working on this for a long time now. 3 basic membership options. These are all 12-month rates. So for $150 a month, our intro program, because it is a priority to get everyone in. I mean, I'm going to be completely honest, on the 2 times a week small group strength training program, because that program is going to be fucking awesome and people are going to love it. And for $250 a month, and the upgrades that we're making, it's going to be like the biggest deal of all time. Now, 250 might be a lot for some people. We recognize that. Some people just want to get into the gym with their homeboy and their homegirls, whatever, and get a fun, sweaty workout in and feel good, going to bed that day. Cool. Not necessarily concerned about tracking specific measurements or performance. They just ultimately want to be able to come to a place that's really fun and work out. And that's the $150 a month option. You get unlimited access to our Team Lean boot camps, really prioritizing the conditioning. And I'm going to break into each one of these little things. What does it mean in the slides? But the $150 a month option is also going to have open gym. And I'll show you the schedule in a little bit. What does that mean? What it ultimately means is you guys can get into the gym way more often. So that's going to be a huge value increase. Also, access to monthly workshops and clinics and seminars. We're really stepping up our game in terms of the education that we're going to be providing for people, so you can feel confident about the moves you're making relative to goal setting, meal prepping, conditioning while on the road. All different types of workshops we've been focusing on and providing for free for you guys, because we're going to be charging for non-members to come, because the shit's going to be awesome. Now, $250 a month. This is like the gold standard right here. This is the shit that we would love everyone to be on. And then if food is a focus, they can hop onto the $350 option. But for the $250 a month option, you get 2 small group strength training sessions a week. These are our Team Strong training classes. I'm going to get into what those details mean soon. But ultimately, they're going to be strength training classes that are so fun, so goal focused and scalable for multiple types of fitness levels. We have created an intro nutrition program, food list, meal prep list, sample meal plans, everything that you need, honestly, to be able to, having the power to know exactly what you need to do to have success with goal-oriented nutrition. And then monthly in-body analysis. We just purchased a really, really cool machine that I've been on my wish list for, since I've been a gym owner. It's an in-body body fat composition analysis machine that allows the most consistent body fat and lean body mass tracking available. And I'll talk a little bit about that more soon. Now, the $350 a month, for those who like, hey, I really need to lose some weight, or I really want to know how to put on some size, and I'm serious. I'm not messing around anymore. So the $350 a month option for just $100 more, you get everything included in the $150 and $250 option. You're going to have a coach in your back pocket. I'm going to talk about what that means shortly. But we've really focused on making sure that everything that we're doing, again, the serious upgrades, everything is improving. And nutrition is going to be a huge piece. We've been working about how we can make sure that it's more accessible to people and how holds people accountable, because ultimately that's what people need. Extra goods. You're like, what the hell happened to semi-private? Don't worry. You can now purchase just a metabolic, a Team Lean class package. None of this require memberships other than the customized strength training program, because if you want to use Open Gym and you want to get the $100 a month rate for your own program, you got to be a member. So the metabolic class package and the semi-private training packages, you just buy old school, purchase a package of 5 or 10, and you're going to be working with the same coach each time. I'll talk about that soon. Here's the schedule. Now, this is on the attachment that I sent in the email. Probably going to be easier to look at it, considering that the numbers on the left of the screen, for some reason, wouldn't get on my slide. I apologize. But the top left number is 6 a.m. and going down hourly, 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., all the way down to 8 p.m. Now, boot camp classes, Team Lean, really making sure that we're improving the trackability, and you guys are going to be able to know what's on the list and the agenda for the day coming in on the app that you will have access to and see the workout for, and then be able to record your results if you want to as well. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 a.m., Monday through Friday, 7 p.m., as has been. We're now Wednesday. It's either, other than the power building classes, formerly known as bro lifts, and I'll talk about that soon, and the athlete class, Open Gym and Team Lean, all classes, no strength training. And during the Open Gym times, you're like, where the hell is the semi-private training slots? During the Open Gym times is when you can schedule a 3-to-1 member to coach ratio semi-private training session with a specific coach, and I'll talk about that soon. You can see on day 1 for the strength training programs, Monday, every single we're doing day 1 that day. You're not doing day 2. On Tuesday you do day 2. The schedule is meant to be able to create a flow where you can come in, back to back to back to back to back if you wanted to, or you could skip a day where you go day 1 Monday on the strength training program, day 2 do it on Wednesday, right? Getting your 3 times in that we always prioritize. Do a conditioning class or an open gym session, and then day 3 Friday doing your day 2 on your strength training program. You can go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But if you came on a Monday and a Thursday for your strength training, for the small group strength training class, Team Strong, you'd be doing day 1 both times. So you would be making sure that you are getting in training sessions based off of the schedule. And I'm going to show you with the new app that we've recently purchased, it's going to be so much easier to get into the class that you want to as well. Now, the power building classes, those are a standalone program, not to be done in conjunction with any of the Team Strong classes. Power building is a class dedicated towards developing powerlifting strength and creating bodybuilding type bodies. It's called power building. It is a program to be done alongside with impact coaches, not necessarily coached by impact coaches. There's a lot of information I just threw out you guys right there. You're going to have questions, hit me up. All right, Team Strong, small group strength training. This is the bread and butter. This is what I'm super excited about. We've created some really cool stuff, and it is scalable. So you're going to have a level 1 and a level 2 exercise for each movement. Day 1 is going to be hinge-based movements and push-based movements in the upper body. Hinge as in deadlift, hip variations, hamstring, post chain, dominant. Day 2 is going to be squat-based. It's going to be upper body pull-based, making sure that we are getting squats, lunges, knee dominant type of movements, and again getting some pulling to prioritize the upper body post chain, posterior chain. So we have a balanced approach to the strength training and muscle that we develop. We make sure that we create dynamic flows of movement patterns, and you guys are going to be responsible for tracking your own shit now. You're going to be making sure that you take some accountability for your training, because we enable poor behavior and lack of consistency by not letting you guys track your own results. That's ultimately what has happened in an environment that we did not mean to create with the semi-private environment. There is a level of unconsciousness that is going on with semi-private training by us tracking your stuff for you. And some people want to be unconscious during strength training. That's cool. I understand. If that's the case, and you want the semi-private experience, we have those times available for you. 8 to 10 a.m., 12 to 2 p.m., and 8 to 9 p.m. But for people who really want to learn and take some responsibility with their strength and their body and their movement, tracking is the easiest way to begin doing that. So you guys are going to have your own binder, or you're going to have an app that you use to track your performance and make sure that you guys take some ownership for your strength. We are super excited about you guys doing this because we know that the results are going to immediately improve just directly as a result of you guys tracking your stuff. We've been doing it with our athletes for 5+ years. We've been doing it with our barbell class for over a year, and the results speak for themselves. People see way more consistent results when they track their training. And that ultimately also just removes any bottlenecks in the training experience. That happens in semi-private. Sometimes people are just waiting around because the coach is going back and forth between programs, can't find the clipboard, where's your name again, what exercise are you on, okay, you did this weight last time, and all of a sudden it's been 5 minutes. And you've just been standing around trying to figure out, just tell me what next movement I got to do. That's not going to happen anymore. This is going to be a 50-minute class, and during those 50 minutes, you guys are going to be moving the entire time. The quality of training will remain the same. A coach will be there to make sure that you can be accommodated to any movement that's not going to work for you, because you guys are going to track it and be able to know next time you come to that movement what needs to happen. All right, it'll be a very educational process in the beginning, but after the first couple of sessions, you're like, why haven't we been doing this the entire time? It is going to be so fun, and with 8 to 12 people per class, what we had in our traditional athlete or barbell class, with one coach monitoring and making sure that everyone is performing with awesome form and getting a great workout and using their appropriate weight and creating a really fun, supportive environment. By creating that environment with that many people, you get that team, you get that tribe, you get that let's band together and make this happen. It's going to be awesome. I'm super excited about it. It will be scalable again, so you're going to have a level 1 and a level 2 exercise. Someone might be doing a kettlebell squat on the squat day, and someone else might be doing a back squat. And being able to record their own weights and knowing next time they come to those movements and the next day they repeat that workout, they know exactly what they did, they know what type of movement they did, and what progression they need to make. It is going to be super cool. Very proud of this product that we've created and we've consulted with a lot of people. And this is going to be like what we are known for are these classes. And I'm so pumped to have you guys with us during this transition because it's going to be so fun. Now the Team Lean metabolic conditioning classes, boot camps, the dynamic training classes, again talking about on Wednesdays, all those class options. We just don't want to offer, the conditioning classes. We want to make sure that we can add some lengthening classes, some yoga, maybe get some mobility-based kettlebell instructors coming in, getting some guest classes pop up so we can just create some variety for you guys. Because novelty is, in order to create strength, in all honesty, sometimes it's really boring. You got to show up, you got to do this weight, you got to lift it for X amount of reps, and you got to make sure you're getting progress, right? But it is what you make of it. And so by having that environment and a coach and some mix up in that process too, it's going to keep you coming back. He's like, I wonder what's happening today. I'm not sure. Well, cool. On the schedule on Wednesdays now, we have this type of class offered, and it's going to rotate. Have guest coaches in there. It's going to be really fun. But again, talking about training smart, long, strong, lean, and measurable, right? That is primarily being focused on the strength end of the spectrum by taking responsibility and tracking our strength training performance in the Team Strong classes. Now the conditioning, right? You can't have all strong and no conditioning. These classes are really designed as more, what people might consider cardio. But we are sweating, we are moving, we are breathing hard, we are challenging ourselves anaerobically and aerobically, moving in multiple directions, and making sure that at this 50-minute class, not 45, but 50-minute class, has an awesome warm-up, a serious, amount of dense work done for the conditioning component, having a little bit of our finisher at the end just to top it off, extra cherry on top, and then making sure that we have time to stretch as well. It's not break, it's stretch together as a team, because if we tell you to do it on your own, you don't 90% of the time. So we're going to stretch as a team and then break. Great shit. Let's go. Let's do it again tomorrow. That 50-minute class, big dynamic group, 25 max people. You're going to be able to sign up and register for the class because these things are going to get full, and it's going to be really, really awesome. Now, nutrition. Just went over team strength, went into detail about how that program works. Just went into team lean, the boot camps, letting you guys know how that works. Now, this is the nutrition part of our program. Now, Precision Nutrition Certified Coach Tasha has been, doing a great job with our nutrition programming, and we realize, we've been giving you too much information. Honestly, it's overwhelming, and you get this analysis by paralysis situation going on, and so we've created a program where we are able to meet you where you're at more effectively. Now, this is the $100 a month, so you don't have to pay $350 to get the nutrition program. You can be on a Team Lean $150 a month membership, and you're just like, you know what? I really want to focus on losing some weight, but I need a nutrition coach. Then for $100 a month on a 12-month membership, you're going to have Tasha in your back pocket. There's going to be weekly accountability where there's check-in, and again, we can't help you if we don't know, what type of information we're looking at. So if you want to be in this program, you're going to have to track some information. Because in order for a coach to be able to help you, you need to take responsibility for the food that you put in your mouth and say, oh yeah, well I had this for breakfast and this. Like, no, how much did you have? Did you weigh it? What time did you have it? Because in order for us to help you, we're not tracking every single thing you do. We can't tell you, put this sandwich in your mouth at this exact same time. Now, again, that is advanced stuff. We want to be able to provide a program to meet you where you're at. So if right now all you want to know is how to eat the right food, and how do I just prep it because I'm getting bogged down by all this meal prep, we'll meet you where you're at and we'll focus specifically on that for you. This is a highly customized nutrition program that's only $100 a month. This type of service and information, go anywhere else. Look, it's crazy how much more money this is. So you're going to have customized nutrition programs based off of foods that are appropriate for you and your body, because everyone is as different on the inside as we are on the outside. You're going to have 24-hour access to her via email. And again, you're going to be checking in weekly on your progress and making any adjustments based off of your last week's performance. Email Coach Tasha. She's really excited about this program. Tasha at goimpactstrength.com. And let us know, because there's only going to be a certain amount of spots that we can take for this program, because it takes a lot of time for each person. Now, the semi-private sessions. These are going back to the 3-to-1 member-to-coach ratio. The 4-to-1 was just too much. And this is for people who want to have their program customized. I want to be a little bit more unconscious. I want you to track it all for me. Please write my program. I don't want to think about it, and I just want to come in and get a lift. Beautiful. Let's do it then. That's fine. That's okay. We can accommodate that. That's what we do really well. There's no membership required. You're going to buy them in packages of 5 for $300 or 10 for $500. These will be performed during limited times, because we are transitioning to that group strength training model. These are going to be from 8 to 10 a.m., 12 to 2 p.m., and 8 to 9 p.m., depending on whether or not a coach is available during those times. You will be making appointments with a specific coach. So that coach will be responsible for your program and ultimately servicing every single one of those semi-private sessions for you. So that way you can create a personal relationship more consistently. Now, we've been able to do that with the way that we have been running our semi-private training. But sometimes, that just stuff will get lost in translation. It's human error. We would avoid it as much as possible and try to systemize that experience. But every now and then, lo and behold, something would happen, and we wouldn't, be filled in on something that was going on in the current member's life, ultimately affecting that training session. So we really want these to be done with the same coach all the time. So if you're interested in semi-private training, ask the coach that you would like to train with their available hours, so you can reserve those times, because they're going to fill up super quick. Because I know some people really like Riley, some people really like Tasha, some people really like Alex, and you want to make sure that you can get with that coach. So hit them up and email myself or Taylor, train@goimpactstrength.com, for information on that further. Open gym. Now, this is something that we haven't done in the past. And people have been asking for this for a long time, and what the hell, why aren't we doing this? This is going to be like a huge value provider. And open gym times, currently we're going to max it out at 6 people. So if you do want to come in for an open gym, you're going to have to reserve it on the app. It's going to be super easy, but because we are going to be servicing semi-private sessions during that training time, we got to make sure that, man, I've been talking for so long. It's 27 minutes. I'm sorry. This is long. We got to make sure that there's going to be 6 people at the semi-private training max, so only 6 people are going to be available for open gym. We don't want to get the gym too full. These are for people who missed a team strength training session on their own and they want to come get it in, for people who have their own customized strength training program to use. And if you just want to come in and do the boot camp that's on the brand new, big screen TV we're getting, instead of this janky-ass whiteboard system we got going on. So people want to come in and get their own, workout in with their homeboy or homegirl that's a member as well. Come get it during open gym times. In-body body fat machine. Again, super excited about just having some consistent tracking we can provide for people. This is going to be available for free for all $250 a month members once a month. It's going to be $25 a pop if you don't have that $250 membership, and because this machine's fucking expensive. That's just straight up why. It's $25, so we got to finance it. But on the real, this is going to be so much easier for people to be able to know that their measurements, in particular to their body fat percentage specifically, is so consistent. Because again, measurement error would happen. Whether I was measuring you or Coach Chris is measuring you, there would be a little bit of bias or error there. So this is going to be consistent. It gives you an automatic printout of all your stuff. It retracts your information for you, and it also sends you a text message to download the InBody app first time you ever use it, and then you can just track all your information on your app and see, like, okay, I weighed this on this date, and I was this % body fat, and this is my lean body mass, and this on this date, and you can just do it from your phone, and it's amazing, so much cooler. So this is a huge upgrade that we're going to be able to provide for people, because we want to make sure that people can know where they are at if body transformation is a goal of yours, which it is for most people in all reality. I mean, we all want to make sure that we feel and look a certain way. And this is a huge upgrade for people, because now they can come in and get some consistent feedback, have an easy way to track it, and make sure that they know they are moving in the direction of their goals. The new app that we got is super cool. It's going to be like on your home screen, on your smartphone. You click the little impact logo, power to the people fist. You can see the schedule, you can filter the list, you can pick a class, join a class, confirm or cancel attendance based off of the registration and cancellation policy for each service. And it's all the same across the board. But you're going to have to reserve spots, because this shit's going to fill up, because this is going to be awesome. And we're going to teach you how to do this. We'll be sending you a link to get the app, and the app will be delivered to us before the holidays, so you will receive that probably after Christmas. But it's never been easier to get into a class and schedule yourself. Train Heroic is the software that we've been using to track our barbell clubs performance, and it's so cool and super intuitive, and it's really a huge additional upgrade to the performance and strength training tracking of the measurable part of our equation for making a smart training session. We have the InBody for the body transformation goals, and we have the Train Heroic app for the training, specific data that we're trying to measure. Are we getting stronger? Is our time improving for specific time-based movements? Now, this is going to be available for all members. This depends what program you will have access to. You're either going to have access to both the Team Lean and the Team Strength training programs if you're part of the $250 a month Team Strong, or you're just going to have access to the boot camps. But you can now see, like, coming in before, it's like, damn, we're doing this, this, and this today. That's going to suck. I'm psyched. Let's go. Right? Again, sometimes, usually the things that we hate the most are what's best for us. So being able to provide some excitement to, like, damn, we've got 10 sets of sleds today. That sucks. Let's do it. Cool. You're going to be able to know in advance. Not only that, you're going to be able to track your information so much easier. Again, we have the pen and paper style for people who want the binders, but this calculates all your weights for you. As you establish 1 rep maxes in particular lifts for percentage-based movements. I want you doing 55% of a 4x8 for back squat. You know exactly what that number needs to be. Let's load it up on the bar and let's kill it. So Train Heroic, really cool app, and constantly, like any other software, it's constantly getting upgraded, providing more features. There's going to be iPads all over the gym for people to be able to log in and do it there. They can use their smartphone if they want. It's going to be super cool. I'm really excited to have this. Now, how to move forward 32 minutes later. For all current members, you're going to get a 12-month rate for the month of January. Choose whatever program you would like to participate in. We're going to have limited spots for the 350, and right now we have open spots for everything else. So please let us know, and you got to get that signed before January 1st. Now, of course, this is a different service that we're going to be providing in a new membership model, so we can't force you to sign anything. So if you're of the mindset where change is maybe scary, and you're just like, yeah, I just don't want to do this. This is too much change. That's cool. That's cool. I mean, all respect. Like, much love, and we wish you the best of luck. But for people who have a little bit more of a growth mindset, who believe in what we're trying to provide for people, then we have a membership contract for you guys to sign. If before February 1st, because you guys get billed on the 1st of the month, if before February 1st you realize that this isn't for you, then you can cancel and there's no commitment. You're good to go. So that's what we need to do before January 1st. You're going to have some questions. Hit us up. Please talk to us. Got the holidays coming up. That's on our minds. We got everything else going on, family, da-da-da. I know just the gym isn't the only thing going on in your lives like it is for some people. I'm not pointing fingers at myself or anything. But here's the deal. We're going to have a new app being released. We'll send you the link for that. You're going to get an invite to the Train Heroic once you decide which program you want to be enrolled in. And if you have questions and if you're not sure, come talk to us. That's what we're here for. Hit us up. And again, growth mindset, guys. You either win or you learn. Change is a good thing. It's the only thing constant. And we really honestly believe that this is the most positive change that we've made in a long time. It's scary. There's a lot of unknown about some certain things. But we believe in the product and the experience we're going to be able to provide for people. So let's make this happen, right? Power to the people. Much love. Thank you for sticking around with me. If you guys are still here, it's been fucking 35 minutes. So maybe I'm talking to 2 people right now. But either way, hit us up. Drew at goimpactstrength.com for me personally. Trav, same thing, at goimpactstrength.com. Train for Taylor. And thank you for staying with me, guys. Bye.